Hey everyone, it is High here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are on Global, still celebrating that 4-year anniversary, and yes, that's right, the LR banners are going to be dropping right around the corner from when this video is being recorded, so very excited about that. However, in this video, we're going to be talking about what I'm calling the forgotten category. Not a lot of people are talking about this, so I figured I'd make a video and focus on the Shadow Dragon Saga. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So I know everybody is excited about the two brand new LRs, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And yes, you can run amazing teams with their leader skills with the Goku's lineage or Goku's family and the Vegeta's lineage and Vegeta's family. But if you do get lucky and pull both units, there is one team that you can actually run both of them together and make an incredible team that really not too many people are talking about. And who am I using as a leader? Well, we're using, if you didn't know already from the thumbnail, Omega Shenron, physical Omega Shenron. Now let's go ahead and do a little quick history lesson here. Omega Shenron was introduced August 3rd, 2017, making this almost a 2-year-old unit. That's the reason why a lot of people don't even use or think about Omega Shenron, because in the gacha world, 2 years is forever. This game has only been around for 4 years. So this unit here introduced the Shadow Dragon Saga, and his leader skill is Shadow Dragon Saga Ki plus 3 HP and attack defense 150% across the board, with a secondary leader skill of physical type Ki plus 3 HP and attack defense 50% across the board. So this unit here is, in the current meta, pretty solid, right? 150% across the board is still one of the metas in the current game, 4 years into it. However, when this unit was introduced, this was introduced with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and this was introduced, like I said, 2 years ago in 2017, along with JP. JP came out with Omega Shenron and Gogeta in the same day, August 3rd, 2017. Now the biggest difference here was that JP was introducing category leads at the time. Global was not. Remember, Global is 5 to 6 months behind JP when it comes to content, and I think this right here was the beginnings of that bigger talk of the quote-unquote global shaft, which I am a global defender, and I think it's a total myth. People just don't see in front of themselves saying, hey, global will get most of these units and even have celebrations that are better. For example, this celebration is going to be better because of the tickets that we're getting, but the issue here, they dropped the ball. They hugely made a big mistake, Global did, because if you guys remember, when this unit came out and Gogeta came out, the leader skill was not available. It was to be released. Everybody remember that? That was crazy, was introducing units that you couldn't use their primary leader skill. You only could have used the passive skill, and people still summoned. I summoned on the banner. I actually used a lot of stones to summon both Gogeta and Omega Shenron due to the fact it was just so early. At this point in time in August 2017, Global was just coming out with 120 leads, Neo God leads. They were just finishing up the 2nd year anniversary, introducing the OG Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So this is the reason why the leader skill couldn't be used, because it would just broken the game, because introducing 120 leads and now you're introducing 150% category leads, which, like I said, is still part of the meta now, was just too early. So I would have said just hold off on it. I don't know why they introduced it at the same time, but I don't know if it took 3 or 4 months for the to be released, to be initiated, the leader skills to be used. I kind of don't remember when the leader skills were activated, but that was the situation. But now, since, hey, we can use Shadow Dragon Saga and it's no longer to be released, but this category just faded away, right? Other units came out, other units were previewed more on JP. We knew what was coming out. But this is a resurrection. Like I said, if you're able to pull both of these units here, you can use it on this team here, and I think it's an incredible team. The question is, will it make top 10 of global? I don't know. We'll test it out when I pull, hopefully, knock on wood, pull both LRs here coming up. So this is the Shadow Dragon Saga as after the 4-year anniversary, or after these banners are going to be dropping. Like I mentioned before, you're running both LR, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta. You're also running 2 fantastic other units in the Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So running 4 Super Saiyan 4s on one team, pretty awesome. You're running GT Pan as the support unit there, and have a limited bench, unfortunately. We'll talk about that in a bit and how limited it is, but I would say the only other support unit you can even think about is the EZA Trunks as an alternative. But if you have these units, I would run them all and run this team here. Now, how you would run the team is kind of personal preference. One option would be running it this way, is having both LRs on the same rotation as a main rotation there. Reason why you want to do that, they link up extremely well. They have 6 links that link up together. They have a bunch of key links, and then also the link that really makes this kind of special, and that's the Saiyan Roar link. That's a very rare link that you can link up with each other, and that's 25% to attack. So that Saiyan Roar really beefs up when they are on that same rotation. It's actually, they get a 50% increase in attack, unconditional, when they're linked up together. That's incredible there. So as a main rotation, probably one of the best main rotations out there at 150% with that 25% Saiyan Roar link and 50% unconditional. Very, very good. So then as a second rotation, it's less impressive, but still pretty good, and that's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then you're going to have Omega Shenron as a floater, both of them, and then GT Pan as your support. Now, GT Pan doesn't provide any key on her passive, just the 30% to attack and defense when HP is 30% or higher. But not an issue, because this team, really all these units here has the GT key link, which is +2 to key. All the units have that, so you know that you're going to get additional +2 whoever your rotation is. So that's really beneficial. Now, going back to the Saiyan Roar, there is an opportunity where you can kind of move this around a little bit if you want to. If you want to really maximize that top rotation, the LR rotation, and that is actually using Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Full Power Goku, as a floater, and then you're gonna probably just move Omega Shenron over here as a main rotation with Gogeta, which is fine. They don't link extremely well, but good enough. And then the reason why you want to use it as a floater is to get that Saiyan Roar, that 25% additional, and he also links very well with everyone else here, so that's going to be that additional boost as a floater. So, but most of the time you're just going to be running this rotation here as Omega Shenron as a friend and as a floater as well. So that's one option. Yeah, you can run. The other option you can run is a little bit unconditional or unconventional, but I think will work fine. And that's actually using EZA Future Trunks. Now, the reason why you want to do this, and yes, you're not going to get the Shadow Dragon 150% across the board, you're only going to get 50, but because of his secondary passive, the 70% to attack and defense when there's 2 or more Vegeta family on the team, he's going to do fine. He provides +2 to key and 30% to attack and defense, but there's the additional increase if you put him in the first position. He provides 30% to all allies to attack as a SA multiplier. So if you do want to split up the LRs, this is a way to do it, right? If you have it back over here, you are just focusing on both LRs on one rotation. This is a way to split it up for Vegeta and Goku on 2 different rotations. And then you're going to have a Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku on the main rotation with Goku. Like I said, they link very, very well together, and have Gogeta and Omega Shenron as the floaters. And yes, this is going to work fine here. Now, you could just put GT Pan back into this, and even just maybe put Gogeta over here in this spot there. So there's a little flexibility within this team when you have these units. So if you have primarily these units here and Easy 8 Trunks, you can just kind of move things around and be okay. Now, a biggest issue about this team, there's two big issues. One is their bench. Their bench is really awful because you're limited now to only physical units, which only gets the 50% buff across the board. And then really 3 other Shadow Dragon units that are even remotely usable. The GT Trunks is very good, but he doesn't have what is the other issue with this team is sometimes a lack of defense. LR Vegeta and Goku, no issues on defense. And then sometimes with Goku, full power Goku, there might be an issue because HP is too low. But then there is no defensive buff for Gogeta and for Omega Shenron. So yes, Omega Shenron and Gogeta does debuffs, minus 20% to all enemies with Omega Shenron, and then extreme enemies to with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But that sometimes is a problem. So those two units really don't tank very well, neither really can pan. So it leaves you kind of a little bit of a problem opening there because of no passive defense there. But hey, when you're running both LR, Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta, and Goku, you might not care because the fight might not last that long. So, but anyway, hopefully this team gets reminded and resurrected in your guys' eyes. Hopefully you guys do have Omega Shenron, and I hope that you pull both LRs, Goku and Vegeta. I hope so too. And you guys can run this team and have some fun with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I said hopefully like 10 times right there, but if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, share, and thank you guys for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time.